News with Gina.
The News with Gina Grad.
An heiress to the Hot Pockets fortune has gotten 5 months in prison for her involvement in the college admission bribery scandal. This is according to TMZ. Her name's Michelle Janovs. Her family invented the Hot Pocket, and she pleaded guilty to paying $100,000 to help her two daughters cheat on college exams, and then agreed to pay $200,000 for one of the girls to look like she was a beach volleyball recruit for USC.
I have a chicken or the egg question for you guys. Do you think these multimillionaire heiresses, whoever, Lori Loughlin to the world, whatever it is, would need to spend this money on their dumb daughters if they didn't have all that? You know what I'm saying? If they weren't rich to begin with, would their daughters be more humble and therefore study more? You know what I mean? Like the rich kid thing where you're like, I'm rich, well, be fine for life. Blah, blah. They don't really, the cliche, they don't study, they don't blah, blah, blah. Well, You know what I'm saying? Is there a chicken or the egg thing where it's like, I'm only spending this money because I have all this money?
Well,
Does that make sense?
It makes sense, but then there's a lot of rich kids. Like, I live in a neighborhood that has, like, rich kids in it, and they're all really good students,
of course,
And then I grew up with a lot of Dumbo, Dodo, poor people, so I was like, I can't figure out who's studying.
But their parents would never get caught up in the scandal because they don't have the money to spend. See what I'm saying? It's just a weird circular logic.
They grew up. The motor, the work ethic, maybe that struggle was probably not prominent growing up.
But I think with a lot of these families and a lot of these parents, it's about their social standing.
Sure.
They don't look good if their kids don't go to I went to a state school and nobody cared, but we're not in that social class.
Their kids can't go to Northridge. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a very bizarre wiring in that I have no interest in where my kids are going to college.
You don't want them to go to a brick and mortar college.
I don't want to. They don't know. They don't care. I don't feel like paying. I don't know what they're going to learn. I feel like whatever you want, it's all on your cell phone now and figure it out. There's so many great teachers and books and voices and podcasts and everything out there that just go avail yourself of it. That's one thing. The other thing is, I don't know. Everyone being incarcerated for everything now. I don't like it. I don't like people. Fuck it.
This can't be the answer.
Pay someone off. This get them to punish them somehow. Didn't they just like, well, she's only going to do 5 months. Like, okay, then why?
Yeah.
Then what?
Well, and that's the fines are the other things that always sort of perplex me. It's like, whoever, I'm just making an AT&T, even though I don't, to my knowledge, didn't do anything. AT&T, they got hit with a $3 billion fine. Okay, but who gets it?
Right.
Do we get it? No, then who cares?
Yeah.
It goes back to the government. Then how did that solve the problem?
And also in my, never-ending theme of having the government reel it in a little bit, I don't know. Isn't this kind of between the university and the chick who wrote the check? Like, why do we need the government so involved with this? Like, all right, now you don't get to go to our school or whatever, or we got your money and we're not giving it back or whatever it is. How much court time and government, and how much does the government really need to get caught up in this transaction? You know what I mean?
I think we've been bored. I think people are licking their chops for something like this. It's a good soap opera story.
Mm-hmm. All right.
Tennis star and 5-time Grand Slam winner Maria Sharapova is retiring at the age of 32. The Russian-born player who began her professional career when she was 14 won Wimbledon at what age? Did you guess this?
She was really young. I'm going to say 17, but she was very young.
I'll say 16.
17. She won Wimbledon. She announced her retirement in an essay she wrote for Vanity Fair. Sharapova was the highest paid female athlete for 11 straight years, according to Forbes.
She made $186,000 in 2011. Do you guys know that?
Right. That's pretty impressive.
Oh, yeah.
It's a chunk of change.
No, she had that Nike money.
When in reality, her career earnings include about $325 million.
Yeah. She was hot and good. That's a really good combination.
She is a stunner.
If you're going to be a Nike spokesperson.
Wait, but shouldn't... Now, who is married to Iglesias?
Gabriel?
No, not Fluffy. Enrique Iglesias. That's what's her name?
Kournikova?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Anna Kournikova, is that?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yeah.
I think that's her name.
And then doesn't she suffer a little bit from this one? Who's
Sharapova.
This? Right.
Maria Sharapova.
Maria Sharapova, when I get a few years on, and I'm not that far away from it. They're gonna go, oh, that blonde, yeah, she was hot, she never won anything, but she just shook her hair.
Does Sharapova pull up Kornikova, or does Kornikova pull down Sharapova?
I think it's both, but either way, she's going down because I have her as the hot blonde who never really. She was kind of. God, I'm trying to think of. She was the Danica Patrick of the sport. Like she just didn't. She it was in there.
Anna Kournikova.
Yeah, but never really.
Yes. She came out at the right time for a young balding Brian. She was gorgeous, but she wasn't that good.
Didn't really
she was the
win,
champ that Sharapova was.
She was good enough to play in the tournaments and stuff. Like Danica was good enough to enter the Daytona 500, but she never won the thing.
Yeah.
And then Sharapova comes out. It's like, oh, just another Anna Kournikova. It's like, no, she's actually really good, but people have that stumbling block.
But in my mind, they're going to get conflated, and they're going to go down as the hot Russian blondes who never really won that much. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's unfortunate.
Enjoy your retirement, Maria.
Yeah.
Placido Domingo has apologized for the hurt that he caused the women who've accused him of sexual misconduct. The apology came shortly before an investigation.
You want to live in a world where international opera singers can't get fresh with the ladies? I don't want to live in that world. Do you want to live in that world?
No,
That's the world I grew up in.
Yeah.
Half their operas is the chick with the fan going, fresh. You know what I mean? Your job is to come on to strangers and sing about it. You know what I mean?
Right, to drop a handkerchief.
Yeah, there's no opera about, his wife of 61 years.
No.
Died of
it's about scoundrels and scallywags.
Yes, it's like that's what you're doing. You're betting young women in festive costumes.
That's right.
You're singing about it.
Well, only on stage because the apology came shortly before an investigation by a music artists union found the opera singer guilty of making inappropriate sexual advances in the workplace. He's 79 years old.
If your workplace is a theater, that's not like a cubicle in an office. That's
the Metropolitan Opera House.
Yeah, that's not a workplace.
He initially denied the claims. He resigned from being the LA Opera's, I believe he was the GM or was a manager or something. And he says he accepted full responsibility for his action and he has grown from the experience.
Was he going to perform, or now he's going to have trouble performing? Or
I don't know. I mean, he's beloved, no doubt, but apparently he's not allowed to serve on any boards.
Okay.
Does he still sing?
I think 79. I don't know.
I know.
Wait, is he the blind one?
No, that's
that's that blonde from Russia who never won anything.
Overrated.
Can I tell you who you're talking about? Which, of course, now the name escapes me.
Italian.
Yeah.
When I first saw him perform a few times, I was with
Bocelli or something.
Bocelli?
Yeah.
Andrea Bocelli. Good for you. Mm-hmm. I asked my friend, why is that guy so cocky? He goes, what are you talking about? I'm like, he's just arrogant. Look at him. He's just always singing with his eyes closed. He's never looking at anyone. He's just very arrogant. My gay husband, Brian, goes, gee, he's blind. I was like, oh, I thought he was just being arrogant.
He's one of the rarer blind guys that never wears the glasses.
Right. Yep. And it was just, taking in, the beauty. There it is. Mm-hmm. I just thought he was being a little holier than thou, but I was wrong. That was on me.
Jerk.
Thank you.
Yeah.
The Summer Olympics are scheduled to start up in 5 months in Tokyo, and this means the Olympic Committee will have just 3 of those months to decide if they're even going to have the Olympics.
All because of coronavirus.
That's right.
Oh, shit.
Members of the IOC encourage athletes to keep training. About 11,000 are expected for the Olympics, another 4,400 for the Paralympics. That's on August 25th.
I was watching the 30 for 30. It's been 40 years since the Miracle on Ice and the American hockey team and everything. There's something I forget about that game.
It was a semifinal.
Well, people forget as well. But Russia was dominant. Of course. They had beaten the American all-star hockey teams and stuff. They were beating American professional hockey teams. And they were going to mow right through. And they had the best goalie in Olympic history because they had the best hockey team. You have the best hockey team, you're going to have the best goalie in Olympic history. And when they went to the break, they went to the locker rooms. I'll just call it halftime. And they went to the locker rooms, and it was 2-2. The Russians pulled the goalie. They replaced him.
No, really?
Yeah, and it's like they were like, hey,
I knew they pulled the goalie at some point. I realized it was that.
They're like, hey, for the second half or when you go back out there, you're not playing. And it's like, okay, but I'm the best goalie in Olympic history. And it's like, yeah, but you let 2 goals go by. And it's like, well, shit happens. Yeah. It's a puck.
It's kind of on the defense.
The guy's slapping it. It's going 140 miles an hour.
I'm the last line of defense here. I talked to the fucking defenseman.
Yeah, but let's really, first off, it's 2 goals. It's not 7 goals. And it's 2-2.
Yeah,
it's
we're
tied.
in this.
Yeah.
It's tied.
I know,
We're right
clearly
in
know what I'm
this.
doing.
And I'm the best player on this team. And like, yeah, well, we got to send a message.
Right.
Send it in the bus when we're heading out to the Shakey's to celebrate after the game. You know, like, I'll stay in the bus. No, we're going to put the other guy who never plays.
Right.
We'll put him in because we're sending a message to you. And it's like,
It's intense.
well, what if I well, first off, I'm a goalie. Am I not allowed to let pucks go into the net?
Occasionally there will be goals. There's no way around that.
You know, when we play and we beat teams 18-3, guess how many goals they gave up? This concept seems confusing to me. So here's basically your goal, pardon the pun. I'm allowed to be a goalie, but if any pucks go into the net, then I can no longer be goalie? That's how we work this?
Duh.
So if you had a basketball team, if you miss 1 3-pointer, you're out of the league? Is that how it works? You have to be 100% on everything all the time. Or you play baseball. We have an Olympic baseball team. So everyone just has to hit every pitch out of the park. We're going to stand up.
You gave up a hit in the first inning. We got to play you. No, I'm the best pitcher on the team. Well, I'm trying to send a message to the rest of the team.
Oh, the Russian coach said it was the biggest mistake of his career. No shit.
Yeah, I would say
you have the best goalie in Olympic hockey history, and you're pulling him when the game is tied. And I would look at it as he doesn't give up a lot of goals. He probably just got it out of his system in the first half.
He's due for a good period.
So now you put the guy in who doesn't play, and he gives up more goals.
How's that going to go?
What was that?
Obviously not a good decision.
And obviously Russia's a piece of shit because I think the powers that be were like, he must be punished, for humiliating us.
Like in Rocky IV. Yeah. When they sent the message down to to Drago.
Right.
Just like it.
Well,
it's a true story.
Did the coach really? I think somebody told the coach, when someone with a fedora said to the coach, like, "Hey, get him out.
Yeah.
He's humiliated us." The idea that it was a tie game, it had halftime essentially, and they called it we're being humiliated. They were that famous.
That was unexpected.
Yeah.
So footnote to that, I was thinking about the Miracle on Ice and how important it is to this country, and that it's very important. It means jack shit to any other country. You know what I mean? It's just a hockey game. I doubt many other countries know about it.
Well, Sweden knows about it.
That's a really good point. What?
They beat them in the final.
What? No.
What was it?
Finland.
Oh, Finland.
Come on, buddy.
Sweden lost along the way?
I couldn't tell you the mechanics.
When did Sweden lose? But anyway, sorry.
It was the Finnish team they beat.
Finnish team. Oh, well, they know. That's what I mean.
I will say that what other countries have a version of that over us?
Like sporting wise?
What are other countries' Miracle on Ice?
The Russians.
The Russians beating us in the 72 Olympics.
72 basketball.
Yeah, that's got to be a big one.
I think that's pretty big. Yeah. I think that was pretty kind of dubious, right? Like bad officiating.
Yeah, it's
pretty
pretty sketchy.
Clock.
They restarted the ending of the game 3 times or whatever.
Right.
And then I know the second or third USA basketball dream team lost. You know what I mean? So I wonder if that's their country's version.
Yeah. But either way,
I wouldn't have an answer.
Interesting point. But God, I really drilled down on them pulling their goalie. And God, I mean, how excited are you if you're the American team? Like, hey, the best goalie in the world sitting on the bench.
Sweet.
And the guy who's cold is coming in there.
I feel reinvigorated.
Hasn't broken a sweat
Time to
yet.
attack.
Yes. All right. Sorry. What do we got, Gina?
General Mills is attempting to take cereal to another level. I think Vinny will have thoughts about this by unveiling their new Morning Summit cereal. It's a cereal. It has flakes and almonds and dried cranberries and dried cherries and pumpkin seeds. Why is everyone talking about it? It's $13 a box.
You know what I miss?
Some Kashi shit.
I miss when I thought granola was really good.
I know. I miss granola.
Starting the day off right.
Granola was like a movement. You know what I mean? It was more than a cereal. It was a movement. Like granola started this whole health kick thing. And I could remember like, oh man, it's honey and peanut butter infused and oats, and it's got nuts in it. And it's got
living my best life.
It's got honey roasted cashews in it. I was like, oh, this is so good.
Cranberries.
I just fill it up, and it was so scrumdiddly-ish. Oh, I'm going to take some golden raisins and sprinkle them, make it even healthier. Oh, I'm going to cut up a banana. I'll cut a banana.
Yeah.
I'm going to explode
better.
with
Attack
health.
the day. Attack the day.
Right. Jesus
You're drooling.
Well,
You're so excited you're drooling.
I haven't had a bowl of granola in like 7 years.
Yeah,
and
those days are over.
Fucking sucks that granola is probably worse than cornflakes.
Yeah.
If you just took the stuff, especially the crazy like peanut butter stuff, like the
drizzle
really
a little
dense
honey
stuff.
over it.
Oh yeah, a little shot of. Wouldn't it be extra healthy? Get some of that
course.
honey going
Yeah.
up in there.
So
Ugh.
as it says on the box, if you can put that up again, it says,
Drooled.
where is it? It says a lightly sweetened maple berry blend cereal. So again, I'm sure Vinny has thoughts. Also, this is the cheapest you can get it. Other retailers, they're calling it third-party retailers because I think this might be exclusive with Costco. They might have a deal. Walmart has it for $27 a box. Amazon, roughly $32 a box. Cereal in
You can
general,
make your own for cheaper.
of course. Cereal in general is about $3, $3.25 a box. So they're trying to cash in on that young sort of, I don't know, millennial or slightly younger than millennial, people who say, not only do I want to be healthy, but it's not healthy unless I'm paying top dollar. Then I know I'm being healthy.
Well, let's guess what the most by units or what cereal sells the most right now. Not the type or the category, not the category.
Brand.
Yeah, is it
Anymore.
trying to think. Like, I guess when I was a kid, it would have been Frosted Flakes.
I'm just
or
going to go
something
the
like
obvious
that.
answer, Cheerios.
Yeah.
Cheerios.
I was going to say the grape nuts days are over, but that would have been
Yeah.
a contender in the 80s.
Cheerios has got to be number
Yeah,
one.
you're probably right because people still give it to kids in the baggies
Kids,
for
and also it's
snack.
ostensibly healthy when you compare it next to Fruit Loops or you
Right.
know what I mean, or Choco Bombs or whatever.
Yeah, I'll say Cheerios too.
Maybe
That
Raisin
sounds-
Bran is a close second.
Ooh.
I have the answer.
All right, I'll go. Cheerios makes
although-
good sense, but Sonny's getting into Raisin Bran.
Cornflakes might be up.
That started it all.
I'll
I'm
go
going Cheerios.
Cheerios. I'll go cornflakes.
Cheerios.
Number 1, Cheerios.
Nice.
2, Honey Nut Cheerios.
Yeah.
3, Frosted Flakes.
Ooh, listen to you guys. We were talking about it on Conway last night on KFI. We were talking about all the cereal stuff.
Does Honey Nut even have honey in it? If you check the ingredients,
Honey,
It just
honey
It's just
flavored.
sweet. It's
yeah.
just sweet.
yeah, it doesn't have the word honey.
Apparently-
ingredient honey. Yes.
Apparently, there's Captain Crunch that's called like, oops, it's all berries, like accident at the factory, and then there's
Crunch berries.
Yeah, there's snow cone cereal now, shaped like little snow cones. There's drumstick, shaped like little drumsticks.
Oh, Fat Brian could have gone deep on some cereals.
Yeah.
Don't sleep on Frosted Mini Wheats. That's a strong contender. The thing about the mini wheat is it's rock hard, the Frosted Mini Wheats.
Yeah.
At some point, it gets to a little saturation
Saturated.
level. Now, that'll all blow itself out in a matter of minutes.
You have, like,
but
25
there's
seconds.
a window.
Yeah.
That window, when it's
Scarf it.
saturated with the milk, but still got a little crunchiness with the wheat and the sugar
The way
that's
it
on them.
just- yeah.
Oh, can you all taste that now?
Now I
pretty
can.
good.
I think my favorite cereal is Honey Bunches of Oats. It's slightly, almost has like a slightly coconutty sweetness to it, very flaky.
Yeah.
God.
No love for Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
Oh, we were just talking about Cinnamon Toast Crunch is a perennial all-star.
Yeah, you know what was a good one from way back in the day? Super easy. They had a Sugar Smacks one. It had the bear.
Tell me about that, Grandpa
Yeah.
Carolla.
Yeah, when it used to be
Honeycomb
called
was good.
Sugar Smacks.
No, I do
Right.
remember the bear. Yeah, it's like a teddy bear.
Yeah. And there was another one with like a cowboy. It was big something, but whatever.
Remember they changed everything from sugar to golden?
Oh, yeah.
Everything became golden.
Golden Grams were pretty good,
Golden
too.
Grams
Oh, I
rule.
forgot about Golden Grams. We were a test market family. I don't know how that happened, but in Kansas, I don't know. We would just get these, and we were like, I want to say one of the first families to get Golden Grams or some variation on Golden Grams. They would send us all this shit, and my mom would have to fill out a little thing if we liked it and send it back. I'm sure your parents did the same thing.
Golden Crisp is the bear. Yeah, no, it didn't. But think about all those moves.
Honeycomb.
Just think about all those moves. Yeah, the honeycomb hideout. Think about
Honeycomb.
Yeah. It's not small. No. Honeycomb's got
the big honey taste.
Am
I saying that wrong?
I don't think it's a
big crunch and a big
bite. Yeah,
something like
I don't
that.
know the big honey. I know. The point is this. Think about all those moves you made to be healthier. Like you go, like, I'm not going to eat any sugar flakes anymore. I'm going to eat Golden Grams because I'm looking to get healthy.
That's right.
And you're like, hey, not too bad. These things are good. And it's like,
Golden Grams are so good.
Here's the whole thing about any cereal. It's all bad.
Yeah.
And if it tastes good, it's horrible.
Well, that's like Vinny says, my favorite cereal is bacon and eggs.
Yeah. No.
Gotta look at the Golden
I
Grams
think the
lyrics.
cereal. I think the cereal is right up there with the breakfast bar, in that there's no shortcuts in there's no fooling Mother Nature with the breakfast bar or the cereal. When people go, oh, I got a breakfast bar. This one's called Health X. It's you have I like when they do this. You have to refrigerate it. Oh, okay.
Must
you know
be
what
good.
else is in the refrigerator? Fucking ice cream. Like, yeah, there's a bunch of shit that's bad for me.
That's
It's in
right.
the all the stuff that makes me fat's hiding
The
in the
best stuff.
fridge. None of it's in the garage. It's all in the fridge next
That's
to
right.
the other. So you got to refrigerate these ones. So it's like it's got peanut butter, it's got honey, it's got a chocolate, whatever, and it's like it's bad.
Yeah, you
It's
could have
all-
stopped
It's
at
all it's
honey.
all bad, all
Yeah.
bad. And then you're telling me the story of the person that invented the bar. They were looking for a bar. They couldn't find a bar,
Yeah.
so
They're
they invented
hiker.
another bar that's bad for you as well. Yeah, they were a hiker. Yeah, they did free climbing.
And didn't Kellogg's invent cornflakes so we'd all stop masturbating? Like-
There's some version of that. Yeah.
It's like
so
the Seventh-day Adventist.
Didn't work.
the
By the way, I think I was right about the lyric. It's got a big taste, a big crunch for a big bite.
yeah, that's right.
I'm not saying it's good lyrics.
No, you got it. You said big honey or something like
okay.
that. The word honey came in. It screwed me up.
Oh,
But
sorry.
there is no cereal that will work. And as far, like, I remember my real sort of realization with this is I was saying to Vinny one day, I was like, Lynette just eats these breakfast bars. I know they're bad. I got money. Let's get a good one. What's a good one? Like a good, expensive, but healthy one, because she loves those breakfast bars. I want to get her a healthy one. He's like, well, there's one there's one I do recommend. I'm like, oh, okay. It's all bison meat. Like, oh, fuck. No, she wants peanut butter
Yeah.
and shit.
Swizzles.
This is bison.
Cookies and cream.
Oh,
Buffalo meat.
it'll have little pieces of cranberry in there. So I'm like, this is just pure bison. Yeah, it's pulverized bison. No, but she wants a breakfast bar.
Yeah.
Like it's a bar.
Like peanut butter chips.
This is a bar? It's a bar. You can eat that.
Comes in
It's
bar
like,
form.
Yeah, okay. Okay.
The answer's no.
But now she wants like a healthy breakfast bar, but it's got some peanut butter.
Strawberry cheesecake. flavor.
Yeah.
Mint chocolate chip.
Yeah, something like that. It's like, no, there's nothing of that.
Bisons don't make chips.
There's just the bison bar. And then there is just the no cereal.
Right.
There's no healthy cereal.
That's right.
All right. Sorry. Let's do one more.
All right. The final score is in, and the Prudes racked up some pretty big numbers, some decent numbers against the Super Bowl halftime show. That was, of course, Jennifer Lopez and Shakira this year. The FCC has revealed that they received more than 1,300 complaints about this year's show. Complainers likened the performance to softcore porn and watching the Playboy channel.
Yeah, they didn't go far enough. I was angry. I blew a call into my congressman. This is like,
What gives?
what am I 17 in front of my dad's TV
Right.
set?
Watching
What year is
scrambled
this?
porn.
Yeah.
Another complaint said the viewers' eyes had been molested. For the record, Texans filed the most complaints with a full 10% of all the notes coming from Texas. But you think 1,300, that's a lot of complaints.
Does
Yeah.
anyone have FCC on speed dial? Like who
Yeah,
just
how do you
goes
get
like,
that?
oh, I'm blowing a call into FCC.
Yeah.
Like I
Send an email.
literally when Matt Fondelier says I couldn't find the carpet squares online, I'm going to call the Lowe's in Burbank. I go, don't fucking waste your time. No one's going to pick up the phone. They're going to transfer
Right.
you. It's a fucking fool's errand. Fuck it. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Just
Good
send someone
afternoon,
over there.
FCC.
Yeah, how's this work where you just call the FCC and demand satisfaction?
Hello.
Hello, FCC?
This is us.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah, you moved to the FCC complaint department.
Yeah. Hey, I was watching J-Lo.
Okay.
I think I may have seen a pubic hair.
I'm assuming you're talking about the Super Bowl that's going on right now at the moment.
That's right.
I'm watching it too. She is hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, sexy.
Shakira's over there.
Fucking A, she's right over there. Look at her.
I have
Woo!
a special needs child.
Shake that out. What's that?
Special needs child.
Okay. Do you want them to participate in the halftime show?
No. He came into the room while Shakira was shaking her
with a
moneymaker.
massive erection?
Yeah, now I have to get her therapy. No, he didn't. Okay. Anyway, I just want to file a complaint.
Okay. Not sexy enough for you? Because that was pretty
I'm Christian.
hot.
We're Christian family.
Okay, I shouldn't be talking to you.
Okay, and these young gals are wearing tight-fitting clothing.
Yeah, they are.
Shows off their form.
Fucking A.
J-Lo did a move where she slid directly at the camera, crotch first.
Goddamn right she did.
Teddy, my special needs child.
Oh, his name's Teddy. Is that short for Theodore?
Or should we just name him Teddy?
Okay.
All right, anyway. He was traumatized.
Do you know the Golden Grams mascot was a Teddy?
All right, listen.
A bit of a non sequitur.
This problem is big, 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 okay? It's not small. No. You understand what I'm saying? Teddy's got big, big trauma. Big, big trauma with a big, big Down syndrome.
Did you say honey?
Huh?
I thought I heard honey in there.
And scene. Sorry.
That was real good. So there was one state out of all the states that nobody complained from. That was, would you like to guess?
Vermont.
Rhode Island.
Vermont.
Oh, nice.
They're not uptight over there. And those assholes probably weren't even watching the Super Bowl. If I know those guys. They're like, oh, we're not going to sell out.
That's right.
We're going to go out.
Eat Ben and Jerry's.
Find some butter.
Yeah, I could be convening with nature. Why do I want to sit in here and watch this thing that the man spoon feeds me? No, thank you. Corporate America. They probably weren't watching.
Send my sports ball tweet and go climb a mountain.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
right.
we said that 1,300 complaints sounds like a lot. How many complaints do you think they received after the Janet Jackson incident?
They're still getting complaints.
13,000.
Okay.
Oh, money more than that. 50,000.
500,000 complaints.
Wow. Yeah, it had to be. I'm too lazy to pick another number. Put a zero behind yours. All right, let's bring it home.
You got it. I'm Gina Grad, and that's the news. How much is it going to take for you to go away?
That was the news with Gina Grad.